Welcome back, trainers. So I have updated my app and we're going to be looking at a few of the changes made to the game. And as we already knew, we were going to get Blastoise like I predicted, and I know other people did too, but I'm not looking around. This is just the patterns that I personally see. And we looked into Bulbapedia to look at the future move. It has been added into the game data, which is going to be Hydro Cannon. So Blastoise with Hydro Cannon for a 2-charge move for 100 or 110 on each. Now, the question is, do you want to power this up? How badly should you, how many should you make? Should you make a couple? Are they going to be worth it? I say make 1 or 2. Maybe a shiny and a non-shiny. Other than that, don't waste your Stardust. Powering one up will be fine. Having one powered up will be great. But I'm going to show you exactly why you're not going to want to power this up, because Vaporeon's better. Still better. Even for Alligator. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Blastoise CP and attack is not that great. We're going to look at all the stats, and I'll show you. So you know certainly that, okay, all right, he's right. I won't power that up when it comes time. Sorry, Squirtle. Sorry, Blastoise. You're a cool-looking Pokemon. You're actually pretty good in the main series games, but in Pokemon Go, it's a good defender. I liked throwing it in a gym with Ice Beam back in the day because people would like to use their Dragonites to attack the gyms, right? Because that was the best Pokemon that everybody had a long time ago when the gyms were level 10, and they would just start using their Dragonites. And then Blastoise with Ice Beam, all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's a Blastoise. Yeah, it's going to Hydro Pump me. Not very effective. And then bam, Ice Beam. Done. See you later, Dragonite. So I like to use it for that back in the day. Trainers, another classic Pokemon discovered in the Kanto region, will be the star of the upcoming Community Day in July. On Saturday, July 8th, the water Pokemon Squirtle will appear in the wild more frequently for 3 hours. And if you evolve the Wartortle to Blastoise during the 3-hour window, you will learn an exclusive move, right, that will be revealed in a few weeks. Would be revealed in a few weeks. Well, I'll reveal it for you right now. It's Hydro Cannon. It's Hydro Cannon. All right, so as far as what it looks like and what it sounds like, we'll just have to wait. We know the rest of the details, but this time around, it's going to be eggs are going to be hatching 4 times faster. And there you have it. So they'll have special boxes and, all that. Let's go ahead and look at the stats, because that's the juicy, important stuff that we need to know. Is Blastoise with Hydro Cannon even going to be good? I'm not going to say it's going to be bad, but it's not going to be something that you want to stock up on. Let's just say that, like Tyranitar. So let's go ahead and hop into that and look at the stats. Okay, Blastoise. Sorry, buddy, but you're not looking too hot right here. So we have a 100% IV, max CP potential, 2,291, attack, 171, defense, 210. The defense is alright, attack is horrible, stamina, 158. Vaporeon's performing better at this point. Water Gun and Hydro Pump. I would even say it's going to perform better with, even when it has its Community Day moves on Blastoise. Vaporeon's still going to be better. Sorry, it is what it is. I can't say 100%. I haven't done the sims to see exactly how well it will outperform it, but I'm even thinking for Alligator is still better. So they're still going to do Blastoise because they're just going down the line. Just going to have to get out of the way. Next is either going to be Salamence or Gardevoir, pretty sure. Pretty interested to see what Gardevoir is going to get. Hopefully it could get a quick fairy move. People were saying possibly hidden power fairy, but I don't know. That sounds a little, I don't think they're going to do that. If anything, they'll probably just introduce a whole new move, a fairy move altogether, and that's what we'll see. So for as far as Salamence, I think that, maybe Outrage. If it did receive Outrage, I think that's going to be one of the best dragon attackers in the game. So we'll just have to wait and see. So you see these stats here, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at Vaporeon. See what we have going on. Okay, so we're over here at the glorious Vaporeon. 100% IV, max CP potential, 3,157. That's basically, 1,000 more than Blastoise. Let that sink in for just a second. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, and I know the CP doesn't matter. It could be the stats as well, but technically the lower the CP, the worse that Pokemon's going to be performance-wise. So we have attack 205, ranked 44. So I mean, even its attack Defense 177. I mean, that's fine. It's the Blastoise. I mean, compared to the Blastoise, I mean, oof. I'll take attack, please. All right, so stamina 260, rank 9. There you go, period. So it's got a lot of HP. I personally, I'm not going to waste my Stardust on the Blastoise. I'm not. So maybe I might power up a shiny one that with Hydro Cannon, you know, just to do some gym battles. But other than that, it's unfortunate for Blastoise that his stats are so bad in this game. In the main series game, he worked pretty good, but that involves strategy and things like that, but not just brute force. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and look at Feraligatr, because that is that one's even better than Blastoise. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so here's Feraligatr. Max CP potential at 100% IV is 2,721. Attack 205, ranked 44. Defense 197, ranked 44. Or 43, sorry. Stamina 170, ranked 24. So, I mean, this is a pretty good all-around Pokemon right here. Nice and solid. I powered one up to like level 32 or something like that, maybe. And I love the performance. It has Water Gun and Hydro Pump. I mean, it can work like okay for a Dark Attacker, Bite and Crunch, although there's way better options. But, I mean, at least it has that going for it. Blastoise, it's either Bite or Water Gun for its quick move. And currently, it's Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, or Flash Cannon. So, and then when it gets its new Community Day move, it's going to be Hydro Cannon with, it's going to be like 100, 110. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't think it's going to outperform this probably, but until this has a Community Day. But like I said, you have to think about the future, guys. You have to think about your Stardust investments. What is going to sit in your inventory for a while. Now, we do have trading coming up, so you can now trade off your Pokemon that you spend Stardust on. So you're like, oh, well, I'm never going to transfer that, but at the same time, I don't like using it anymore, and I should have never even powered up. You can start using that for trading. And I'm not saying pawn your bad things off on people. They're not going to necessarily be bad. Maybe you power too many up. Maybe you just don't want it simply because of that reason. You just don't want it, and you want to trade it off, and somebody else just can't get enough of that Pokemon. So you have to think about, do you want all these like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 powered up of the same Pokemon in your inventory for the rest of Pokemon Go eternity? That's why I'm very careful on who I'm powering up. Now, I maxed out 2 Tyrannitars because that's simply fantastic Pokemon to have. All right, period. Smackdown and Stone Edge. Yes, there is no current Pokemon, in the game that we can use to go up against it, but like raids or super hard legendaries. Okay, so now let's take a look at all the new little random features that I have visually seen so far. So I'm going to go to settings, and we have version 0.107.1, currently the newest one, with the new loading screen with the Alolan Exeggutor and Alolan Pokemon. Looks like they're in Hawaii, basically. All right, so we're going to go over to news, right? Tap right on the news, and now we have notifications. And if you swipe over, then you have all your feed here from Pokemon Go. And then this new notifications. Now, I have a feeling that we're going to see possibly trading, friends, and all that kind of different, interactions possibly showing up here, but we'll just have to wait and see. And if you're wondering, oh, well, you can see your Pokemon and stuff. Can you still see the journal? And all that shebang-a-bang deal stuff? Yep, it's all right here. Doesn't have your Pokemon anymore, because before you would scroll all the way down and it would show such and such is returned, and it would have all of them at the bottom, and they would just like bundle up down there for some reason. Now it's just over in that notification. Now, I haven't been over here in the close. Looks the same, so we'll just back out there. I'm going to show you the things that I've actually noticed within the game. So as you can see, the Stardust does have commas now, so you can read it a little bit clearer. Because sometimes I would look at people's Stardust, like just pictures on Twitter or like in videos on YouTube, on people who had a whole bunch of Stardust. I would think they had more than they had, because at first glance it's like, because you kind of have to count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 6 million, not 66 million. Oh wow, that's a big difference. Now you can clearly see, right? So that's fantastic. And as far as any other major things, there's like little cosmetics things, like this level 40 emblem is on the corner, And then when I scroll down, you see the Valor logo is kind of like highlighted. It fades in like that. You know, little things like that. They're cleaning up the game. Oh yeah, when you search, I don't want to do it because I don't want to. Well, I'll just show you really quick. Defender. All right. So when you go to Defender, I'm not going to click on them. I don't want you to see where they're at. So you before you would click on them, right? And say you want to feed all your Pokemon that are in gyms currently. So you hit Defender, you click on one, you go to the gym, you feed them, you're like, cool, you back out, and then Defender goes away, and you're left with the list, and you have to type Defender in all over again, or scroll down until you see the Pokemon with the gym icon, tap on them, and go to the gym, correct? Now, you can tap Defender, feed them, back out, and it stays. It's it's fantastic. See, so little things like that where they fix it, and it makes it all that much better. Thank you for doing that, Niantic. You need to keep doing that on like every update. You need to fix little things that are broken within the game like that. I say next stop raids, please. Next stop raid, Niantic. Do you hear us? And I also see a little trend going down on Twitter and other places. It's they want people to have the Squirtles with sunglasses. You know, I'm totally down, guys. I hear ya. You know what they need to do though for that kind of a deal? Instead of giving us Pikachu hat this, Pikachu hat that, whatever Raichu hat, they need to give us different Pokemon wearing different pieces of gear. And I don't mean to get ridiculous, you know, but maybe take something from the animes, a certain episode, or, you know, whatever. You know, mix it up. You know, everything doesn't revolve around Pikachu. I know it's the mascot of Pokemon, but I mean, it's not like people don't care, really. There's like a handful of people out there who are excited, and the rest of us don't care. We were excited the first few times, but if this continues on for years to come, nobody wants them. The only thing we really want is a shiny Pichu hat hatched, literally the rarest thing in the game. Other than that, nobody cares. Sorry, I don't want to make it be negative right now, but it's just seeing all these Pikachus over Pikachu over Pikachu. I would love to see a Squirtle squad. You know how cool that would be? Sunglasses Squirtle. Now I know they're not going to do it for Community Day. Well, I can't say for certain they're not, but you know, they're probably just make it a shiny, right? And then you get your shiny Pokemon. I would see more realistically of them dropping that during some sort of special event. So I'm gonna tell you this straight up right now. If they drop any more hat Pikachus, I'm just gonna I'll collect one, because if you don't want any, if you're like, oh, I don't even want any, I mean, give me a break. You should collect at least one. But they're starting to just stack up, and honestly, I just got done deleting them. So I have just one of each hat, except for the Pikachu or the Ash hat, because it's not like, oh, it's so good. You know, it was awesome when it first came out, and it is still pretty cool, but I don't need more than two. I mean, when trading comes out, I'm going to tell you something. I think these are going to be under the category of 1,000,000 Stardust. Well, I can't say 1,000,000 right off the bat, but it is rare. And I think the Pokemon that are going to cost 1,000,000 Stardust to trade at first, before you become friends and all that, best friends, and then it goes down to 40,000. It's going to be the Pokemon that ask you to transfer twice. So anything that's shiny, you know, it always asks you, do you really want to transfer it? An event Pikachu, do you really want to transfer it? Shiny, I already said that. Legendaries. So those kind of things are the ones that are going to cost the most. Regionals, they don't tell you to ask you again. I'm pretty sure I've transferred these. I'm just going to pretend I'm going to transfer it. No, actually I'm not, because if it doesn't say that, it's going to be gone. So yeah, and if you're like, how did you get a Farfetch'd? Did you spoof? No, guys, I play completely clean. This is when they dropped it. Remember? Look at the date. That's when they dropped those here for us worldwide, right? So that's when I caught mine. Completely clean. And somebody also said, man, something's getting a little suspicious. You're defending the spoofers quite a bit. I'm not defending them. I'm just not straight, you know, talking down to them, you know, belittling them. Like I said, the only thing that they're doing to hurt the community is taking away EX passes from people who are legitimately trying to get them. No, I do not defend spoofers, and I do not hate on them either. They're just kind of in limbo, And as a matter of fact, funny when I'm on this topic, apparently a ban wave just went out primarily to botting accounts. So that happened as well. Anyways, guys, there you go. Some stuff going down. Got the new update. Little information about this Squirtle into Blastoise with the new move. And hey, it's raining. Cool. And I'm not so excited. I'm not like, oh, it's not going to be great. You know, it's going to be nice to have a shiny Blastoise with a cool move like that, Hydro Cannon. But it's not going to be something you want to power 2 or 3 up. All right, trainers, with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time.